Hey guys, it's March 30th, 2019. It's a really nice and warm day here in Seattle, as you can see. Let's start the update over here. You can see the rosemary is doing pretty well. Um, Lots of new growth, and the flowers are still here. And the lavender, I think I can still see some aphids on the plants. Like right here, if you look closely, you can see a little green dot. That's the aphid. So I'm gonna release some ladybugs. Also, as you can see, I moved some of the indoor plants outdoor, like the pineapple, the ficus, um, and also some of the succulents I moved outdoor as well. Hopefully they'll do better outside. These guys, I moved them outdoor as well. And then this one. Let's look at the grape. As you can see, all the buds are now opening. I've read about pruning the grapes during the winter, but I didn't do it, so we'll see how this goes. But yeah, you can see all the buds are now growing now. Here we have the saffron. You can see the leaves are definitely turning yellow now. It's dying back. Hydrangea looks fine to me. Here we have the daffodils. So you can see the flowers are really nice. And I cut some of the flowers for indoor, which I'm gonna show you in a bit. The peony, you can see the leaves are coming out. Don't know if it's gonna flower this year. Grape hyacinth, I really like this variety. The leaves are really pretty too. The Persian pearl tulip, looking nice. Here we have this bulb plant, and then this one, you can see it's still flowering. Summer snowflakes, right here, still tiny. The succulent has started to grow. Here we have a little grape hyacinth at the bottom, and the mulberry, you can see the buds are opening now and turning green. So we'll see a lot more new growth next week. And here, the lily of the valley, you can see the flower coming out. They're all gonna produce some very nice flowers, so that's awesome. And here we have the blueberry. If you look closely, these buds are all flowers. And there's some leaves, but yeah, there's gonna be a lot of blueberry flowers. And then this grape hyacinth is doing really well. You can see a lot of flowers. I also cut some for indoor, which I'll show you in a bit. And then here we have the hyacinth. You can see the flowers are now dying back now. So yeah, mostly it's gonna just be leaves. Same as crocus, snowdrops, and this tulip. You can see a single flower from this pot. And this blueberry, if you look closely too, you can see the flowers. And after I trimmed it last week, I observed some new growth at the bottom, like right here. So I think trimming actually helped the blueberry bush a little bit. Strawberries are doing well. As you can see, the leaves are started to come out now. And yeah, some deformation because of the aphids damage. But yeah, if you look closely, you can see some flowers gonna come out pretty soon too. And then here we have the hydrangea. You can see some flower buds all over the plants, at least for this one. And then here we have another hydrangea. Don't really see any flowers yet. Raspberry, you can see lots of new growth, and if you look closer, you can see some flowers. that's gonna come out pretty soon. And here's another branch. You can see some flowers as well. So yeah, everything is doing really well. And here we have the asparagus. It's finally sprouting. You can see right here. I can harvest these pretty soon, I think. There's another sprout. 3 total, I think. I expect to see a lot more. Catnips, looking good. And then here we have the rhubarb. The leaves are getting really big, as you can see. And it is indeed a flower spike. I'm gonna cut this off. Nothing with the potato yet. The artichoke is doing pretty well, I think. You can see a new growth from the center. And here we have the saffron. Same thing, the leaves are turning yellow. And lastly, we have the calla lily. For the outdoor one, the one that's stored indoor actually, it's sprouting all over the place, but nothing for the outdoor one. And yeah, these are the cut flowers I did for indoor. You can see the grape hyacinth is looking really nice. And then I also cut some daffodils for indoor, and hyacinth too. They smell really good. And as for the indoor garden, you can see I moved things around. Like the spider plants, I moved it over to the right. And as you can see, it's still sending out a lot of new flower spikes. Philodendron is looking good. And then the pear plants, you can see a lot of new growth from the base. New leaves right here. And then there's gonna be a lot more new flowers, I think. Like right there. Hoya plant is doing good. Just some new growth, new leaves. Don't really see any flower. I really hope we can see some Hoya flowers. The spider plant is doing well. And you can see I moved some succulents around. This one has some babies. And this Easter cactus, you can see some new growth at the nodes. And this one has it at the tip of the branch. And here's a lot more new growth. And I moved a wandering Jew over here. String of pearls are looking good. Stockholm fern looks good. Nothing from the elephant ears yet. And that orchid over there, still just two leaves. Let's look at the orchids. Right here you can see that 2 new growth. It's getting bigger now. This one, not so much. And right here, Lady Slipper Orchid, it's doing well. Mini Oncidium. And this one. All the new growths are doing really well. And lastly, here we have some more succulents. All doing really well.